Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classic / Non-Classic. This is episode number 2195 and Doubleshot number 2089. Yes, with this episode, I am 5 episodes away from episode number 2200. This one, now, the other one I was supposed to do last episode, but it was an accidental swap on my part. The other one is going to be the Incredible Hulk Epic Collection Volume 2. I was supposed to do it in the last episode, but it was an accidental switch. This first one is for the lead superheroes, and there's not really a big spoiler with this one because of the cover. We have Lead of Superheroes, The Curse, which to date is the most recent trade released for issues that collect issues from Lead Superheroes Volume 2. And here's the strange thing, though. With issue, I think it's 114, I believe it is, 314. They changed the title from Lead Superheroes Volume 2 to simply Tales Lead Superheroes, and this managed to last for 12 issues that we'll discuss in the future Comic Corner. This one managed to cover issues 297 to 313, and annuals 2 and 3. Now, I'm not going to discuss annuals 4 and 5 because those are reprints annuals from Volume 3. So with this book in particular, the annuals for Volume 2 are all done. The issues ones are featuring new stories. At this one, there's about 12 more left to go. Excuse me. The Curse, like I mentioned, 297, 313 in the two annuals. Written by Paul Levitz, art by Keith Giffen. Yes, mostly, but Keith Giffen does pretty much all the artwork here. He does 297. Well, he does the pencil artwork. The interior is done by him. For the most part, anyways. Yes, I would probably say that none of these they switch up the art. The only one they kind of basically switch up the art itself is the annual, which basically they had Dave Gibbons do some co-artwork there. Yeah, but I would have the Ants publishing here is that the second thing that comes up between issues 303 304 and annual number 3 comes right after 313. 297, it's a Cosmic Boy issue. Or just a solo story for him. Does this lead to his brief miniseries you would have like not long after this, like just a few years later? No, not really. Just a quick standalone issue for Cosmic Boy because it needs something new for him. Yes. Now, Cosmic Boy, one thing interesting about him is that he has never changed his costume over the years. It has changed color. Yeah, the color has changed, but the costume design itself has never changed because the original was pink and then became purple. Well, we have characters like Ultraman, Ultra Boy, Sunboy. Their costumes have been pretty much the same for years. Also, Ultra Boy has this thing where he keeps getting involved in some controversy with him. And then with the issue 298. Now, 298 is something interesting about this one because this one actually has a backup feature in this book. This backup feature is what this backup feature is that it's the backdoor pilot to a short-lived ongoing series at the time. For a character who is still around, never been killed off over the years. As a matter of fact, she had a recent miniseries under Warner Comics. Who is it? Amethyst. Yes, Amethyst makes her first appearance in a backup story for this one. I'll discuss that in a future if you want to get a chance to get your hands on it. But it's just basically a sneak preview story. It has nothing to do with the main book itself. I mean, a lot of this stuff is like standard Legion fare. They'll deal with the aftermath of the Dark Crisis saga, and I believe there's an actual wedding in these issues. Yes, you have Block belting a guy. It looks like Lex Luthor. Yeah, of course, they still run the RJ Brandel, who they actually do not bring in the fact if he's actually recovered. It seems like he may have recovered his fortune, maybe, but it's not exactly mentioning it, because his fortune was misappropriated by the Federation, by the Earth President, and the guy admitted it right away after they basically showed him all the evidence that he did it. Yep, he did it, and then another guy basically says that when he mentions that that the whole thing was basically just that they said that to get out of trouble, and he was called bullcrap on his matter. You know, so Invisible Kid and some other the jazz member of the team. Yep, just basically standard Legion fare for this issue, for 299. Them going alien planet, fighting some deal with some minor local politics, lots of space battles, standard Legion stuff here. 300, yep, issue 300 for Legion Superhero, which by the way is also the cover of the book itself. And we have new stories after this one for 25 more issues before it becomes reprints. Now, as for why printing stuff, one of 3 titles in the 80s did this. The other 2 were eventually after was new stories, but here's the thing. When this switched to become Tales of Elite Superheroes, they managed to publish new stories for about 12 issues before they stopped, and became the rest of the book became reprints. In the case The Outsiders, well, eventually The Outsiders, it was new stories up from issue 32 to, actually it was from issue 33 to 38, and the remaining 5 issues were reprints, and they also did it with Teen Titans. Teen Titans actually proved to be a little more successful with this, with their reprints. Yes. Because they actually launched New Teen Titans Volume 2 at the same time, and that took place 6 months future. This one, well, you have Superboy. You started with issue 100 with Superboy arriving at Legion headquarters in the year 2983. Yes, because they always have this thing where the book is set 1,000 in the future, so let's just basically do that. It's strange, though, that the 2000s books basically never mention the year very much. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly why this is. That's the way it is. Yeah, then you have multiple artists on here. It's mostly a story featuring Superboy, some of his time with the Legion of Superheroes, like deal with the past. It's basically just showing like what come before, battling various stuff over the years. It's a good action-packed issue, and great with this over 300, despite the fact this is not technically a 300 issue. Yeah, they have Wildfire basically doing his usual stick of basically just calling bullcrap and stuff. Yeah, this other guy, I don't remember, like, is where... By the way, this story here is done by Dave Cockrum. Yes, the guy who's one of the many great artists who did Kenny X-Men over the years. He did this artwork for this story here. This story had multiple artists on here. Mm-hmm. We have Pasta here. And then we have Saturday Girl back in her new attire. Despite the previous issues, she was basically back in her old attire. Yeah, I think this is being consistent when it comes to the artwork. And then we have more, basically, like trying to stand himself. I do appreciate the lighting. Here's the thing, though. Wildfire's just is, oh yeah, he basically constantly criticizes. He calls bullcrap on everything. Yeah, then we have issue 301, which focuses on various characters. You have Chameleon Boy with his father, who was R.J. Brandel. R.J. Brandel was actually revealed in the Secrets of Legion Superheroes miniseries that he was like Chameleon Boy's father, and the fact that he is an actual alien. He's not human, he's an alien. And here's something weird, though. In the previous issue, 300, we have Spider Girl in her late 60s garb, which she wore for a long time. Now she's back to her classic garb, for no reason. You're probably like, Spider Girl, pick it off and stick to it. For one of a few issues. In this case, 1. Yep. It's a good Chameleon Boy story. Then we have Brother vs. Brother issue 302. You have Lightning Lad versus Lightning Lord. Yes, Lightning Lord is Lightning Lad's brother. Yes, that also makes him Saturn Girl's brother-in-law. And also the uncle to Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl's children. Yep, the uncle. This is the evil brother. Oh, by the way, usually the way this is depicted is that... Now, here's the thing. Lightning Lad and Lightning Lass are twins. In the case of Lightning Lord, he's the older brother. And this issue mostly deals with, like, Empress, her re-rule of a planet. It's a really fun issue. They have issue guest star Supergirl. More stuff with Empress. Well, that's part of the story here. One thing I did notice though when it comes to Bouncy Boy, it seems that sometimes basically artists pick him as a very muscular guy, or he's kind of chunky. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's like that. More, it's just a lot of really fun stuff here. Yeah, then basically it's revealed at the end of this issue that Queen Projectra is marrying someone from the Earth government. Oh, basically one of the Legionnaires. Who is it? Yeah, it's actually Ultra Boy. Yep, Ultra Boy gets married. Yep, and the second annual is basically their wedding. Yep, which makes this the third wedding in Here's Your Lead Superheroes. The first was Bouncy Boy and Duo Damsel. The second was, of course, Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl. This is the third one. So, they get married in this annual. Yep, makes it the third official wedding in the history of Lead Superheroes. And they don't have to quit because they fixed it after a particular big crossover event. Then we on 304. Well, we have debut of something that would come back in modern times. Actually, part of the Flash reboot, the Legion Academy. Yep. Which he is, and you saw Adventure Comics the review of. That looks familiar. Yep. Because this 3 issues is debut. Also, here's some quite fun fact about some of these characters. They're actually created by fans of the series. As a matter of fact, one of those fans later became a writer for Legion of Superheroes. No joke. And you're thinking, who the heck was that guy, you might ask? Well, it's 304. Because I think it was Brett Bivens, I believe his name is. Yes, because he had one of these characters pop up in the pages of, I think it was Superboy and the Ravers. Yeah, this actually, like I said, it's the debut of the Legion Academy. We have Comic Queen and Urk. I thought this was a debut, but I don't think it is. It actually made its debut back in Venture Comics 371. Yeah, Crystal Kid, Lamprey, and Nightwing. Crystal Kid first appeared in 272 of this book. He was created by a fan in the late 70s. Lamprey and Nightwing also created by fans. Lamprey was created by Scott Taylor. Nightwind was created by Robert Harris. Yes. This one is the debut of Comic Queen and Urk. Comic Queen, this is technically her debut. Is she a creation of fan? No. I remember there was one particular person. Excuse me. Because I remember there was one character. Not that one. Maybe it's Steve Masson, I believe it is. Because I remember hearing there was one character he created for this book, and I think it was Flying Butterus. Yes, 272, which was his debut. Yeah, he made his first appearance in Legion Superheroes Volume 2, 272. I think as a villain. Yep, so, yeah, more fun Legion Academy stuff. I like Legion Academy. Yeah, it's a really cool concept. I kind of wish that the current continuity would bring it back. Yep. Then 308 involves shrinking violent. Yeah, 305 it's a shrinking violent story. Yeah, they do it sometimes where they focus on a character. Then it's kind of revealed by the end of this issue that apparently Chameleon Girl and I think Colossal Boy become a couple. Yep, they become a couple with the end of this very issue. And you're thinking, really? Yep, really. Now, when did they get married, you might ask? I'm not really sure exactly. Yeah, as for in the case of us, of Colossal Boy's mom, she actually made a recent appearance. Her last appearance in the current continuity pre-Flash was actually an issue of Volume 6 for Legion. Did she appear post-Flashpoint? No, she never did. Yep. But it's interesting the fact that they actually had this whole thing. Then we have 306, a spotlight on Starboy, who in the 2000s became Starman. Yes, he took the place of Starman in the Just Side America book, and he was crazy. He had a full beard. He also suffered memory loss. Though half of the book, they did fix that. Because it was predicted in the issue of the James Evans Starman that he would join the Legion of Superheroes. He would join the JSA in present day, and he did. Yeah. And Starboy was expelled for killing somebody. They had 307 be, well, more space fights, which is still more Legion awesomeness. Yeah, a lot of this trade here feels a lot of standalone issues. Then we have Mon-El, Phantom Girl, Lightning Saturn Lass, and Ultra Boy become involved in a story. Oh yeah, there's also a backup story of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. And it's Colossal Boy's mom. Oh yeah, by the way, Colossal Boy gets a chance to introduce his new smoking hot girlfriend to his parents, so they got married. So basically, it's like they're like apparently Colossal Boy's father's got no problem with the marriage, but Colossal Boy's mom has a bit of an issue because she's the head of the Earth government. Yeah, of course, she explains basically, Miss Ellen, I think Glim is quite aware of the discovery of visual with my people. I always cause difficulties for my acting career, so I sympathize with your problems. But I wonder why we are so disliked. Could it be our popular shapeshift? How you too much. Having married you is like, oh, circus. Yeah, of course, we're all like, ooh, got a hot girl. Good job, man. Impressive finishing prize, young lady. You're a good actress or shapeshifter. I think prejudice against Durland won't hurt your career very long. Well, Miss O, you think our ability is our problem? Not entirely. There's a small fact that your people seem to kill anyone who lands on and Durla, and almost no Durlands left your planet to go anyplace else. I have chosen not to live on Durland. Well then, you must be a good ambassador, people. Yep. So, yeah, they got married on a panel. Yeah, and apparently the Paul Levitz decided we got an idea too. Oh yeah, let's basically spring the fact the Colossal Boy got married, which makes him like the fourth married couple in the history of lead superheroes, and they didn't have an issue basically dedicated to it. Nope. Let's have a panel for reasons. So, and then we have 309. There was a Prophet. Of course, it's basically a team that features Ultra Boy, Shadowlass, I think it's Timberwolf, Phantom Girl, I think Jock, the jazz guy. Yep. Some medieval stuff. It's really fun. I still love it. And of course, you have a honeymoon of basically of Karate Kid and Princess Projector. That was really funny. The fact that on a honeymoon fight some bad guys was really fun. Like, oh, the Omen is here. Legion of save. Yeah, this is the last few issues of this trade here. Still fighting a lot of people here. But still a lot of fun stuff here. Oh yeah, the big blow up of 2084. Yeah, where the Legion headquarters gets completely destroyed. We're talking on a tour, and well, they do get kind of a new Legion base. Yeah, this Legion base right here. And this is basically the Legion Embassy, this brand new base. So, they destroyed the old base, which was basically, it was more of an expansion of the previous one they had for years. So I have this brand new Legion base, this new shiny base. And this base would primarily exist in the rest of the 1980s. And I think it's 1980s. Basically, this is a very good looking one. I kind of thought, though, that Conway did this. No, this is Paul Levitz. Yep. Then back there for Wildfire. It's almost like basically he was created just to call a book about some politics. Yeah, and the 312 basically have an arrest. By the way, we have a rookie cop appears. Yeah, the rookie cop appeared several issues back. He appears. First time in almost 100 issues that he appeared last. So he's here to arrest the Legion. What for? Murder. Yep. And is Brainiac 5 this time? No, it was actually somebody else. So apparently they go deal with Colossal Boy's mom. Who, okay, so basically the lead superheroes are guarding her. She doesn't like it very much. And the thing is, the reason why the science police are not doing this is technically this is their job, is because they suspect a traitor. Yes, seriously. That's the only reason why. I'm surprised basically Colossal Boy. Now, Colossal Boy, I'm sure he's not here. Probably because he can't keep his head clear. And the Legionnaires are here, are just basically block Brainiac 5. Looks like Superboy is here, too, which is interesting. Yeah, and I love how basically, like, yeah, Block is pointing all this stuff in her office, which is so nice. Just, yeah, he corrects my accent, and of course, she sees that, yeah, well, Well, I'm sure she probably felt this way. He didn't mean nothing by it at all. Just an accident. But I found this to be a really fun issue. Just really good. Good X-Pac issue. And then we conclude with the third annual. Which, this is the one that has the birth of Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl's child. Well, yep. This is a birth issue. Yes. First known time we actually have kids. So it's a special issue. It's a boy. Yeah, what a name this adorable baby who looks like his father. Yeah, let me find out who they exactly named because this is the annual for the Legion of Superheroes. Because yeah, I think this is Saturn Girl Lightning Lad, the first two people in the Legion that actually have kids. Oh yeah, basically it's birth of basically the two children, which is Grom and his Grom basically is who becomes the new Vitalis, which is interesting. But yeah, this is just so fun. The fact we see a birth in this issue. Yep, and we see, oh look, we're going to basically go... And we see appearance here by Darkseid. My curse is fulfilled, and that's the end of basically this trade here. Yeah, let's end it here. So, this book is fantastic. Love it. I give this book a 10 out of 10. And with this also, there's 12 more issues left to go for this volume to review, and that's it. No, seriously, that is it. Because with 326, once through those last 12 issues, I'm done reviewing volume 2. It is also strange, though, that basically the rest of this volume is not in trade. I don't know the reason why, but it isn't. Here's the strange thing, though. Volume 3 has only got like 3 trades that collect issues for its run. And I viewed one of the trades was when the crossover with Suitman. Excuse me. Yep. But yeah, let's take a view. And with this also, I'm finally caught up with all my comic corners. So tomorrow, well, I'm definitely get a chance to watch Tower Rangers tomorrow. That's not gonna be an issue because I finally did Doctor Who. So tomorrow I get a review of like Tower Ranger, a comic corner, and about three anime. Basically, it's gonna be pretty busy tomorrow. Hopefully, anyways. Okay. Next video. Bye.